Come on, my friend AI. Come on, pop on. Pop on, AI. Show me that you're there. Come on, that one little one. There you are. There you are. You never disappoint me, AI. You really don't. Okay. Niana. Hello to all my families. Hello to my loved ones. So you're going to probably see some activity flying around behind me. And I'm not really sure how good my connection will be because I'm on the side of the building where the internet is. So I might have good connection. I might not have good connection. I'm hoping I will. It'll probably look a little hazy or kind of clear up. Then it clears, but I'm on the side where the business internet is. So hopefully it'll be. So anyway, welcome. And I got my astrology shirt on. Look at that. Yes, I'm loving it. Okay, so the picture I pulled for Instagram was this. And I did a post and said, hey, I'm going live. Join me. Okay, because everybody's been kind of trying to figure out what's going on with me. Healing. Just healing my body. That's all. Okay, so this card, number 41, and it's out of the set of Oracle Vision. So when you come on, hit that like button so that it gets picked up. Today, I'm going to be very straightforward. I have time on this planet. I don't have time to play these games with the inorganics. They've been so bad. Okay, this card is identity, self-analysis, knowing oneself. One's own self is well hidden from one's own self. Of all mines of treasures, one's own is the last to be dug up. I like that. Isn't that interesting? Last to be dug up. So we have mask. We have faces. And then we have those little Russian dolls that you open up and they split open into all these tiny little ones. Still trying to get to the center of who we are. Who are we? This is Magic Time Part 3. So with this, when we were talking about magic, talking about the writing in the journal, okay, writing in the journal, creating it, writing in the journal, okay. And you know how you're just in that flow and you're writing it and you're putting your information in and you're writing, my business is successful, money comes to me easy, it flows easily. You're redoing, you're putting in new programming. You're breaking yourself free from the old paradigm. Okay, so let me back up. Breaking yourself free from the old paradigm. Okay, so let me back up. So a few nights ago, before I came here, I'm strictly here on vacation and healing of my body right now. Literally, I'm healing myself. And I had a little bit of a setback with my knee again because I hurt it once again. All right. So it was very interesting because before I came here, where I was staying, at the homestead. Um, I had this dream that I was having surgery. And it didn't feel like a dream. It felt like when I closed my eyes, like I was whisked away to a space. I saw this being off to the side who was going to be like a synthetic. They had the synthetic beings, they look human, but they're not. That's what it looked like. So here I am, I'm laying on this table. I see the surgery, the light, and all that stuff. They take this like, it wasn't even a cloth. It was like this film, like a jelly film thing that went across right here. And she was dropping some liquid on there to make me go to sleep. And I'm looking at her like, that's not enough. That's not enough to put me out. And I said, if you're going to be slicing and dicing on me, I'm going to feel that. I'm not out. I just kept looking at it. I said, I'm not out. And so the one that was doing the surgery, the being that was doing it, he tells her, you have to give this one more because her frequency is so high. It takes more to put her out. I say, you must be new because not you're not doing it right. So I just remember saying to myself, okay, this is interesting. So I went ahead, I ended up going out, and I don't know what the surgery was about, but I thought it was really, really funny because the following day I came across somebody's info who said people are having dreams about having surgery. And this whole thing about this woman having Gorilla Glue in her hair and that it was a coded message. I didn't really get too wrapped up into all of that, but it was a coded message. And so, but it was, people were talking about the surgery she had to have, and that it was code because surgery is like you have to have something be removed from something surgically. And it was a message of being removed out of the third dimension. And I said, that makes a lot of sense. That really makes a lot of sense. So I thought that was really interesting. So speed forward to now. So here I am at the hotel. And my heart just goes out to everyone in Texas, everyone that's being affected by this cold front, this mysterious vortex that just happens to miss California in a very peculiar way. Wonder why. Anyway, it has affected a lot of places. A lot of states are affected by it. It's almost, cherries almost look red, right? Almost like red. Anyway, Saudi Arabia. They have snow. Camels don't know what to do in the snow. They have no clue what to do in the snow. Camels are all about the desert. What the hell are you going to tell a camel to do in the snow? They don't know what to do. They're desert. Show them sand. They know what to do. Show them snow. What is the hell? What is this? It's snowing in Saudi Arabia. Don't you think that's interesting? Allies, maybe? I don't know. Just thinking. Who's controlling the weather? Because I thought that machine was destroyed. The one that is controlling weather. I thought that machine was taken down. There was some broadcast about it last year saying that that machine was taken down. It's not supposed to be controlling the weather. But somebody started it back up again. I find it very interesting, don't you? So, let's talk about some magic, shall we? Let's talk about how you're staying in your magic self. Let's talk about how you are creating your reality. Now, we can choose to stay asleep, especially. Oh, let me share something with you. Are you ready? I'm going to share something. I'll come right back to that thought, but let me share this with you because I have to say something about a message that came in so clearly the other day about those of us that are awake and those of us that are asleep. Okay, now first I got to show you this. So this is A, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E, this is F, this is G, this is B, W, X, Y, Z. Okay, now remember how I did that? This C, O, okay, is all about and these inorganic beings. Okay, they came in and started splicing our DNA. Okay, everybody knows the story, right? If you're a healer and you follow esoteric ways and metaphysical ways, you know these things. Okay, sacred text. You know about this. You know how. You know about the movie Prometheus. Okay, how we have been trying to figure out who created us, what beings spliced their DNA with us. Okay, 455,000 years ago, when this all took place, that's when we did not have our connection to our God self. That's when we did not have our connection to our God self. They took that away. They didn't want us to be connected to our God self because we were created out of these God forms. And these beings wanted to have slaves. And it wasn't about color, it wasn't about statue, it was all about having humans as slaves to them so that they can live about amongst us in their forms and then change their forms when they wanted to. All right. So, with that, and you want to know more about that, you have to research that. Go all the way back to the Anunnaki, go all the way back to the Sumerian times, all of that. When this stuff started going down. Go back to the fallen angels when they came onto this planet and they were mating with us, with the women, and we were having super god children's. Come and look up a lot of this. Okay. Have to wait because it keeps there. So speed forward. Now we are dealing with the V. Okay. Okay. We're dealing with that. And everybody's coming out telling you, don't. Okay, everyone's telling you. But then you still have some that go and do it out of fear. That's the number one thing. If you haven't caught on yet, let me speed you up. Everything that is being said to us, if you are watching mainstream news, is to fear you, is to keep you in fear. When you go onto your cell phone and Google rolls up news stuff, they change the news so many times of what's what is all fear tactics. When they say things about stimulus, this, who's going to get it, who's not going to get it, it's all fear related. Oh, am I going to get money? I'm not going to get the money. I'm going to take care of myself. I just lost my business. Da, 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 da. It's all fear based. It's all fear based. Okay? You have to stay out of fear, because the way we were put into this ether time on this planet, we've been living from our root chakra, our sacral, and our solar plexus has had us into that third dimension here on this planet. It's all emotions. It's all about fear. It's all about strife. It's all about lack. It's all about not having. It's all about not being able to create in the way that you are divinely blessed to. Okay, this whole section is all about that creation, to shut down your creativity, to shut down your ability to manifest in that way. Okay, except you can have babies. Some can't, some can't. Some there's interference. Okay, so you can have children. Okay, women can create from here. Okay, so now keep in mind, 455,000 years ago, this is when our DNA was manipulated. Let me say this again. 455,000 years ago is when our DNA was manipulated. Okay? Am I making myself clear? Because to see that timeline, when you're in the freaking shower, and then it's like watching a screen of visual come by your eyes like this, and then it speeds up and comes all the way up to here, and then it shows that. If you do this, you go back to sleep, and it's the manipulation of the DNA. And they're already telling you it's going to go into the RNA and help you. Yeah. Yeah. So, why am I sharing that with you? Because I'm supposed to. It is my God, created the heaven and the earth. It's my divine right. No two-legged being can tell me that I don't have a right to say that. You don't have a right to say that to me or anyone else that speaks from their godly voice. Okay? So, magic time. To see that come all the way forward like that, and to do that come March is all about who's awake and who's not. Right now is a choice. Who's awake, who's not. Who's going to fall back asleep and go back into that 455,000 year cycle? Or who's going to actually stay out of it and be moved up into their hyper super conscious mind, into that beautiful golden light body and that beautiful blue light body activation. Because that golden light is what we need to stand in to stay in that fifth dimension. And when we have the beautiful sunsets out here, and we see that beautiful rosy color, pinkish color, that's all gamma ray. That's that high frequency coming in, kissing Mother Earth. We're in it. We are in it when she's being kissed. Okay? So, are you following what I'm saying? You're either awake or you're not. And as late in the game that it is right now, you better be awake. Because the game is on to really stand in your magic. You have to be awake. Because that's the beauty of it. To make things happen. That's the beauty of magic, to make things happen. When you stand in your magic. When you're able to know what oils to use on a body, when you're able to know what crystals to use, when you're able to know when you can stand across from somebody and tell if they're lying to you, when you're able to know when you feel the word love come out of somebody's mouth, that it has a frequency behind it and you can actually feel it. Otherwise, people can say they love somebody all they want, and if it doesn't have the feeling behind it, it doesn't mean shit. I'm sorry, I gotta say it the way it is. It doesn't mean anything. Love carries a frequency. And when you say, I love you, it has a frequency behind it. And that person's heart is going to feel it. But if you're just saying those words just to be saying it and you really don't have that love behind you, the strengthener, the healer. Yeah. It's the strengthener of that. So, when we talk about creative writing in our journals and we're in that moment and we're in the ethers and we're trying to flow and we're saying things, we're saying as though we already have it. We're putting it together as though we already have it. Let me share something with you. You know the part in Revelations where there's this part in the Bible where in Revelations it says the angels will come forth, and each angel, when they blow the trumpet, a seal is broken, and each seal represents some kind of, correct me if I'm wrong. But hypothetically, right now, you have 7 sacred seals in your body. Your root chakra is a seal, your sacral is a seal, your solar plexus is a seal, your heart is a seal, your throat is a seal, your third eye is a seal, and your crown is a seal. Okay? These are sacred seals. And right now, our sacred seals are evolving, and we're hitting that 7. We're hitting that 5. We're hitting that energy moving into those places. We're hitting that. Those seals. We're opening up. They're getting activated. These higher dimensions. Talk about getting your magic on. Mm-hmm. So, I wanted to just kind of put that information into your head. Some of you'll get what I'm saying, and you'll get it when you lay down tonight. You'll understand what I'm saying. Okay? You'll understand it. I watched yesterday. I had to be laid up in the bed while everything stopped hurting, the knee, the body in general. And I thought it was really interesting because I was watching Divergent. Then I watched the Insurgent, and then the Alliance or whatever that came, the third. I watched all 3 of them. And in all 3 of those movies, it was all about being separated, being identified as with a category. Sounds familiar? And then how we were going to be controlled. And then in Divergent, I'm really going to drive my point home now. Pay attention. There's a scene where the Dauntless, they have to get a tracker. Oh, this is pineapple juice, by the way. Pineapple juice and water. So in Divergent, they have to get a tracker because they're going to go do their going into the city. Okay, now Dauntless is all about, they're like the police, they're the fighters, they're the warriors. Okay. So They go in, and Trish, she says, "What's going on?" And the mean guy, I don't know what his, keep forgetting his name. He's so mean to her. He says, "Oh, well, you should be the first to know." And then someone comes up right behind her and shoots the thing in her neck. And he goes, "Yeah, it hurts like a son of a bitch, doesn't it?" And said, "That's your tracking device." Okay, pay attention now, what I'm saying. Your tracking device. Okay, now speed forward. Kate Winslow, who's the overseer of this board, has access to everybody who has that tracking device in there. And she was typing in mind control because they already injected them with the tracker with a serum in there to help control them. I said straight up in the bed, I was like, oh, look at TikTok. TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. They got their tracking device in a serum in their neck. And now they're under mind control. The movie Divergent. Oh, yeah. So I find it very interesting that that was on there. And I'm watching it. And the only way to defeat and to shut down the mind control part, because a divergent person can't be under that serum. Their body doesn't let them fall under control. And that's one of the ways they will witness a divergent, is if all of a sudden they're not complying with what is supposed to be going on, you're not complying, then they kill you. They get rid of you. Sounds familiar? See how the movie's playing? So I thought that was very interesting. And then in the second movie, they still have to play into the whole thing of who's running around doing what and da 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 da. And then the third one is another form of the mind control. Everything is about mind controlling people, manipulating them so that they have the utmost control over you in everything. They don't want you to have individuality. This movie, 1, 2, and 3, all of it was about that. And if you're a divergent, yes, please. You don't conform. Yes, please. I don't. I don't. Do you? Okay. So, homework assignment, look up the movie Divergent. And if you didn't understand what I was saying about 455,000 years ago about the manipulation, then look up the movie Prometheus and watch that. There, that's your lesson. So, as you are doing your divine writing and into your magic time of yourself, it is very key to know that you are divine being. You are sovereignty. You come from creation. You come from the cosmos. You are divine and you can make anything happen in your world. Anything. If you so choose it. Anything. So when you're writing in your journal, why not start writing things like, I am free. I am connected. I am alive. I am unstoppable. I am feeling totally in the flow. I love feeling so connected. I am deeply in love with my true self. My body is completely cleansed now. I love my business. I love my life. I feel deeply connected in the flow. I am a millionaire. I just keep going up. I feel free. I feel like the source of life flows through me. This is my best month ever. My income doubles with ease. I receive with ease. People love to pay me. People love to pay for my services. I have a 5-figure day. No, 5-figure days are the new norm for me. I love 5-figure days. I am deeply connected to my soul. I am completely at peace. I am thriving. I am alive and well. I am powerful. I am happy. I am flowing. All comes to me with ease of magic. Everything flows with ease of magic. Think about that. So when you're writing words like that, you want it to flow. I write my truth. I live my truth. I work in harmony with life. I am inspired. I am naturally fit. I am always saying yes to buyers. Money flows into my life with ease. And some of the things, what I like to do is I wrote it all on a paper. And that, if you're not writing it in a journal, you want to write it as though it's already happening for you. Not I want it, not I hope I get it. No, because a creator being doesn't talk like that. A creator being sit back and hope for something. You're not hoping. We don't hope here. We create. Create. Okay. Create. When you're writing it and in that flow, write it as though it is happening in the present moment. You are that right now. You are the person with the successful business. You are the person with the successful flow coming to you. You are the person that's changing what is not sitting right with you right now. If you're in a relationship and it's not going anywhere and it is flat, it is like asystole flatline. There's no heartbeat in it anymore. Time to step back and reevaluate. Is it worth fighting for? Or is it time to move on? And being able to stand in your truth of that. Same with jobs. You know, a lot of people had to walk away from jobs and leave those jobs because they were either flying on their own or they were not getting what they need from that job anymore. It wasn't nurturing anymore. It was taking away from them instead of giving to them. That's that error. That's that energy. Okay. So I know I packed in a lot of information in this video tonight. And I know I showed you language for a reason. Because the name of the game now, if you are awake, you know who you are. You're not going to let an inorganic two-legged being take your life force away from you or take your divine God right away from you. That's over. They had that time 450,000 years ago. They had that. Now it's time to, like, I don't know, John Wick yourself and move on. Get out of here. Okay? Those beings need to be John Wicked. And I take great pride in saying that. I do. Because they don't care about life. They don't have love in them. They are soulless beings. Soulless beings need to be John Wicked. Anything that causes harm against another human being or a child needs to be immediately John Wicked. No trial, no nothing. You did that? Okay. gone. I'm serious. We deserve to have a loving, harmony planet. Mother Earth is loving to us. She only gets spin out of cycle when we're manipulating her weather and hurting her. That's the only time. Otherwise, she's in harmony. But we are becoming a virus to her. And these inorganic beings are viruses. They are. Just the way it is. So wake up, do your magic, go deeper into your writing. Because when you do that writing, you are anchoring it in. You really are. You're anchoring it in. You're putting it right where it needs to be, right here. Thank you for the thumbs up. You're anchoring it in. Okay? And just get ready. Get ready, light workers. There's about a lot of energy getting ready to hatch in March. And if you're awake, you know what it is. If you're asleep, you're sitting with the little question mark above your head right now. Or a deer in headlights. Better catch up. Better get on the train. Get left behind. Hurry up. All right. That's the message of today. And it was crammed with a lot of info. Basically, be good to yourself. Please take care of your bodies. You will be feeling a lot of energetic stuff. You will have emotional things coming down the pike this weekend and next week and building up to the next couple of weeks. There will be a lot of emotional stuff going on. Please, please, please get your rescue remedy while you can, because I guarantee you it will be off the shelf when you need it. Especially if you go to Whole Foods. They'll be sold out. Trust me. If it's on sale, you better get yourself some now. Just let. All right. All right, lovelies. This has been real. I need to lay down and get rest. And Constantine, I keep finding new stuff in that movie every time I watch it. God. Oh, yeah. And The Simpsons. Interesting. And old cartoons on Saturday morning when I watch it on the old channel, My TV, where they show the old cartoons. Yeah. And you know what? Before I close out, I'm still a Sarah Jessica Parker. I can't. Sarah Parker's or Sarah Jessica Parker's, Sex in the City girl. Oh my God. Yeah, Botox ain't gonna help that. Anyway, gotta go. Yeah. Some of us make bad choices in life. Yeah. Anyway, get your magic on. Get your magic on. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for all your laughter. Thank you for so much of you. You've been Instagramming me and Telegramming me and Facebook messaging me, and we're having conversations. I love it. And thank you. Some of you have had wonderful Spiral Light outcomes. Thank you so much. That's been awesome. I'm going to be here. Due to leave here on Tuesday, but I doubt it because I had to make another decision on something, and because of the weather and everything that's happening. I will know more about my journey to be, because I had to postpone it because of all the power outages. So, anyway, everyone be good to yourself. Much love to you. We'll talk soon. Much love.